To a million today. Also recording this late, so I just got back from doing a hot yoga session, just because I wanted to. So if my eyes are shut, I do apologize. So I have not replenished my electrolytes or any sort of like. I'm just very dehydrated right now, so my eyes are very tired and sleepy. So if I do just shut my eyes when I'm talking, I do apologize for that. Essentially, what I found out today, so like my 9 to 5 job, was told that I didn't end up getting the promotion, which I'm actually very happy about that. As weird as that may be, like because I was stressing out over it. I was banking so much on that happening. Every single time I would get a message from my director or whatever it may have been, I'd get like this weird feeling in my chest of like, oh, what is it? What is it? What is it? Like, it was killing me. I was like, I can't have that. I don't want to have that feeling of like I'm relying so heavily on this job to be able to get me to $1 million, which the company that I'm at right now, there's no way for me to even do something like that. And that's the only reason why I didn't end up getting the promotion, is because I have more ambitious goals than everybody at the company. Like the most that a salesperson made at the company could be maybe $60,000 a month. And my goal is to be able to make $100,000 a month, or 200, or even $1 million a month. Like, why not? Like, that's goals that I have in mind. I can't be doing that working for a company. I have to start up my own thing. I have to have my own ownership. And that's why today I started working on creating. So essentially, like, I went through a course on the 2-hour writer and just kind of like read through that this morning to get some insight into just kind of writing a little bit better. And then after that, made some calls throughout the day and listened to Alex Hormozi's bonus course as well, which was talking about how you, like, instead of putting everything together, you kind of break every bit up. Because, like, I was thinking about this on my drive over to yoga, is like, we can see numbers on a screen, but I don't think we understand like how big that number actually is until we see each and every individual person associated with that specific number. So that's why, like, the live event that he had and other like groups or masterminds that I've gone to in the past, like seeing all the other people that are also in that niche is fantastic. And I have to realize that like only those people really have an understanding of the things that I know. Not everybody knows the things that I know, because not everybody's in the world that I'm in, which is something that I didn't really understand, and that's something that Dan Coe, the guy of the 2-hour writer course that I'm taking right now, was talking about. And this is officially when I first started like courses 4 or 5 years ago, was they talked about just immersing yourself as much into the community, into that niche, as much as humanly possible, which I did that. And it was fantastic because I learned a lot, and I still do learn a lot from it as well right now. It was a hindrance because it made me think that everybody just thought the way that I thought. It made me think that everybody was just thinking the same way. Everybody knew like about the value equation, or everybody knew about an irresistible offer, or everybody knew about like providing value in different ways, and like doing stacks and doing like different types of funnels and marketing and different types of sales strategies, which I just thought that's what everybody knew, which not everybody does. So that's why, like, I think part of my coaching / consulting that I'm going to be doing is more helping yoga studios, like as I was talking to about earlier, is helping yoga studios get more leads. Because like in the class today that I was in, there was 13 people in there. They were telling me, the ladies that I was talking with, she said they have like maybe 35 classes-ish or so per week, and they can have like a max of 37 people. And I'm like, there's 18 people. The other girl told me 40, so I'm just going to go 38. So there could have been 20 more people in that classroom. You have 20 more people paying $25 per class. What do you get? 50, 500? It's an extra $500 per class. And then you times that by the 35 classes per week. Let's just round up and say there's 40 classes per week. Actually, let's round down and say 30. So you have $1,500 additional in just having a full class each and every single time, which I think any owner would be smart, because that's $1,500 just for 1 week. And then you times that by 4, and you're what? At $6,000. So I mean, paying me $2,500 a month to be able to get to $6,000 is, I feel like, a no-brainer. And essentially, all I'm going to be doing is I'm thinking it's going to be more of like a done for you for at least the first 5 clients, because I'm gonna create everything on my side and then give it to them and be like, hey, here you go, here's your product, here's a service that I provided to help you generate the leads. Obviously, what you do with it from here, that's entirely up to you. I can give you all the information. I can give you all the skills. I can give you everything that you need. It's just you have to be the one that actually ends up using it and doing things with it. So if you want to do more, it's like I can also offer you I'll do some advertising for you as well through Facebook or just guerrilla marketing advertising down in the community and just trying to reach out to your clients and do email marketing. Like there's going to be multiple different tiers of the offer that I'm going to be offering to the yoga studios, because I have this idea where essentially what it is I'm going to be like, I was the type of person that was never, I was like, I'm never going to do yoga. Never in a million years am I going to do yoga. And then I did. And it's completely changed my life entirely. So that's why like I'm reaching out to yoga studios and yoga owners today, because I want to help you guys grow the amount of students that are experiencing yoga, because it was so transformative to me. I can help you guys attract even more yogis, because most likely, in all likelihood, the owner isn't really focused on bringing in new clientele. They're probably more focused on like keeping the business afloat, and they would like to have some way to bring in more clientele. They just don't have somebody to do it. So they pay me each and every single month $2,000, $2,500 a month, and I figure give 5 customers, 4, and then that's $10,000 take home after all the fees and everything else. Like, it's a decent amount. It was around $6,000 or so from the spreadsheet that I had, which that's good. And I mean, even if it's just one client to start out, that's also good, because my thought process right here is like, okay, I'm reaching out to yoga studios. Just give me 14 days to get you 100 new yogis to sign up to come to do yoga. And I came up with another idea that I can use to market, like any new customers or any new like members to the community that have just moved here to whatever state, community, area that they're in, get a 50% discount on their first class or a free class, whatever it may be, because they're new. It's getting them in the door. And then from there, I can use my strategies that I know to upsell them onto other prices and other products and other ways of, I guess, getting more clients and having more recurring revenue. So that's my main focus for these yoga studios that I'm going to be working with. And essentially, this is like the pitch that I'm going to be pitching out to them, because I think that there is value in that. I believe there is. And if not, like, obviously, you guys get your money back. I'll refund you the full amount, and you don't really lose anything from it, because I'm doing everything for you on my side. I'm creating the landing page. I'm getting the lead for the person for me to then send out like an email campaign to them to help them want to come to, say, yoga more often, once, twice a week, help them sign up for some sort of monthly membership, recurring membership, because they're new to the community and they want to have more people. Because like 2 of the girls that I was talking with after the class today, they were telling me, like, I was like, hey, you guys come here quite often? They're like, no, first time. I was like, oh, nice. And I'm like, yeah, I just moved here. Oh, I just moved here. So that's what gave me the idea, bro. That's what gave me the idea. And these are the things that, like, it's why it's so important to question everything and anyone. Because I was even talking with 2 of the other yoga studio girls too today, and this is why, like, next week I'm going to go try out a different yoga studio, and I'll probably try out all of them in the community and just kind of talk with them and see how the courses look and see how it is, because I have a feeling that a lot of yoga studios are this way. And then on top of that, like, I'll also I'm going to add in another layer too, where it's like, hey, any existing yogis that are already going to the course, that are already taking classes with us right now, this is my thought at least, write a review of us on Google, screenshot it, and then send it over to us via email, and you'll be entered in to win a month free of yoga. And I'm like, that's another great idea, dude. Like, that's a great idea. So it's like getting out of these like different, I guess, ways of thinking have been a great way for me to understand that I get to be creative. Like, I get to use my creativity along with my sales expertise, my communication, my marketing, my psychology information. Like, I get to learn and do all these things, and I get to keep evolving each and every single time. Because right now, like, as I was saying, it's going to be a done for you process. So like the first 5 clients, I'm just going to do everything for them, just to get the proof, the testimonials, to show them like, hey, this is what I can do. And that's why like the first 14 days is just for the first 5 clients that I end up picking up, just like, so I can give them proof of concept, like, hey, this is what I can do with my own money, with my own funds. If you want me to do this even more and scale your business to have even more yogis, then by all means. And maybe I'll cut it in half and do 50. I like to do 100 within the first 14 days. We'll see. I know 100 would be more valuable. I'm gonna think on that. And originally it was first 30 days, but then I was like, why not make it the first, like, why not make it 100 days, like 14 days? Because that's part of the value equation. Is like, if I can decrease the time that it requires for them to do that, then they have no effort and sacrifice because they have no skin in the game. Like, it's quite literally just like, hey, allow for me to advertise and market and sell people to come to your studio. You get people in, cool. We can talk about doing a more, like, a longer deal down the road. And if not, like, you got new people. It's as simple as that.